The Steelers just beat the Packers on the field Thursday night, and it turns out that wasn't the only interesting thing happening between these two teams. Stick around, because a trade conversation is reportedly brewing that could send a promising young cornerback straight to Pittsburgh. Welcome back to the channel covering the biggest stories in the NFL. Hit subscribe now and smash that like button before we dive in, because today we're breaking down a fascinating trade story developing right after a preseason matchup. Pittsburgh is reportedly among three teams that have called Green Bay about cornerback Carrington Valentine, a 24-year-old former seventh-round pick who's already started 30 NFL games. According to reports on X, the Steelers, Miami Dolphins, and Cincinnati Bengals have all contacted the Packers regarding his availability. Pittsburgh's interest is especially notable given the timing. The Steelers just saw Valentine up close in their 28-9 preseason win over Green Bay on August 13th, turning what should have been a routine exhibition opponent into a possible trade target just days later. Valentine is genuinely an unusual name to see floated in August trade talk, because he isn't a veteran buried at the bottom of a depth chart. Green Bay selected him 232nd overall back in the 2023 draft, and he immediately outplayed that draft position, starting 12 games as a rookie, adding 7 more starts in 2024, and 11 in 2025, giving him 49 total appearances and 30 starts across 3 seasons. Green Bay's current cornerback room is crowded too, with Valentine, Kyseian Nixon, rookie Brandon Siss, and Benjamin St. Just all getting first-team reps during camp, meaning moving Valentine would look more like dealing from surplus than cutting someone who's played his way out of the picture. Pittsburgh's own secondary looked deep heading into camp, headlined by Joey Porter Jr., Jamel Dean, and Jalen Ramsey. But August has a habit of humbling depth charts. Porter and Ramsey both began camp on the active physically unable to perform list, while Brandon Echols dealt with his own injury. Pittsburgh already responded by adding veteran Rayshon Jenkins, and these ongoing health concerns have clearly given the front office reason to keep exploring outside options. Valentine's contract situation makes this even more interesting. He's entering the final year of his rookie deal, carrying an approximately $3.7 million cap charge, but a scheduled cash salary of just over $1.1 million, meaning any acquiring team gets a relatively inexpensive cornerback for one season before deciding whether to extend the relationship. That expiring deal cuts both ways for Green Bay too. They could keep a player with real starting experience, or cash in on draft capital before Valentine hits free agency, especially with Siss pushing hard for snaps of his own. For Pittsburgh, this move would be about insurance and flexibility rather than filling an obvious hole, since Porter, Dean, and Ramsey are all expected to reclaim major roles once fully healthy. But there's also a scouting convenience baked into the timing. Pittsburgh's coaches just watched Valentine directly against their own receivers and quarterback, making this evaluation considerably less theoretical than a typical trade inquiry. With the Dolphins and Bengals also reportedly involved, and Cincinnati sharing the AFC North with Pittsburgh, multiple interested teams could prevent Green Bay from feeling any pressure to lower their asking price. Right now, this remains firmly a phone call story. No offer has been reported, and Green Bay hasn't moved Valentine anywhere. But it's exactly the kind of quiet, opportunistic move good front offices tend to explore in August, checking whether a talented player is simply trapped behind a numbers problem on another roster. Do you think the Steelers should actually pursue a trade for Carrington Valentine? Drop your take in the comments below. I read every single one, and I want to see this discussion take off. That's our full breakdown of this developing Steelers-Packers trade story. Situations like this are exactly why August in the NFL is worth paying close attention to, even outside the preseason games themselves. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you for watching through. It genuinely helps this channel grow more than you'd think. Hit that like button right now if you enjoyed this breakdown. Subscribe if you haven't already so you never miss our NFL trade coverage, and drop a comment letting me know if you think this deal actually happens. We've got a lot more breakdowns coming very soon, so stay subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one.